whatever it takes.
With her pearly teeth boldly turned over and wanted to press him under her body. However, Fu Nancheng took her hand away, pushed her away, and got up from the bed. Lu Yao raised her eyebrows and looked at him seductively with her beautiful eyes. Nancheng, I will clean your body. Don't touch me. The man's breath is hot now. His narrow waist is kept tense. His six-pack abs are dazzling, and the area below is bound by an expensive black leather belt with an icy texture that cannot be seen. He is so lustful and passionate that it makes people blush. Lu Yao felt that she was really blind before. Why did she leave him alone? Why? You don't like me taking care of you? Maybe it was because he never flirted with her or said sweet words to her, while that man would tease her every day and make her very happy. When Fu Nancheng returned to the imperial capital, she couldn't help but feel crazy about him when she saw how cold and noble he was. She felt that man was nothing. However, he rejected her again and again. Now he pushed her away again. Luya, where is my phone? No, you are recovering from your injury. I can't let you look at your phone. Give it to me first. Who knows if it's work-related? Fu Nancheng looked up and frowned. Then, take a rest after seeing it. I will always be with you. Fu Nancheng turned on his cell phone. The phone was empty, without a single message. She left so coolly, without even leaving him a word. Not even a single message. How can people be so cruel? At that time, she had already made up her mind to ask Lu Yao to come over, right? Good, she is so nice. Thinking about it, he felt really ridiculous. When had he, Fu Nancheng, fallen to this point? He even had the absurd idea of taking 2 women into his room for her. Having said that, Lu Yao pointed at him and said, Nancheng, why are you dressed? Are you going out? No, you are still very weak. I want to go to the hospital. Can't you see I'm hurt? Fu Nancheng lowered his head and said, If you like, you can just live alone. The corridor outside Mr. Zhang's office. In the end, I was the one who brought the students back to China. He didn't show up on the day of departure. Is he with Lu Yao? Zhuxi returned to China. This time, Tsinghua University won the gold medal and returned with glory, which brought this matter to a perfect end. Yes, that's how it should be. We all have to get back on track. The most important task now is to find out about my parents. It's time to collect on Mr. Zhang's promise. Zhuxi didn't go home, she went straight to Mr. Zhang. She wanted to get back to business, which was to find her home. Mr. Zhang, it's me. Zhuxi, come in. You came here without even putting away your luggage. It seems like this thing is very important to you. Let me see the item. In the principal's office, Zhuxi handed the bell bracelet to Mr. Zhang. This. Mr. Zhang picked up the bell bracelet and shook it gently. The small bell immediately made a clear and pleasant sound. Zhuxi couldn't hold back her curiosity. Even Mr. Zhang couldn't understand this bell. Did Mr. Zhang find something? Can you tell me where it is? This bell is beautifully crafted, very rare. At this moment, Mr. Zhang suddenly said, as if he had thought of something. Oh no, I've seen it once. Where? Where have you seen the same bell? What, does he have a pair of bell bracelets? Oh, you also know the owner of the bell. Didn't you just lead a team overseas with your senior Fu? What, Fu Nancheng? Zhuxi paused. Fu Nancheng, he has the same bell bracelet as hers? How is that possible? How can she find Fu Nancheng? She knocked him unconscious and asked Lu Yao to accompany him. The relationship between the two had hit rock bottom. The shape of the bell is the same as this bell, so they must have come from the same place. I don't know exactly where, but you'll know if you ask him. It was only after I pushed him to Lu Yao that he told me. It's good enough that he doesn't hate me now. Zhuxi was ready to draw a line between herself and him, but now Mr. Zhang actually told her that he had a bell bracelet exactly like hers. And the competition is over. The question is whether I can meet him again in the future. Zhuxi? Zhuxi? What are you thinking? Oh, I'm fine. Mr. Zhang, thank you for your help. I'll take my leave now. Zhuxi left Tsinghua University in a daze. She always felt that there was an invisible thread pulling her and Fu Nancheng, making them go around in circles and get entangled. Now how should she find him and get close to him? God really likes to play jokes on her. 2 days later, Fu Nancheng's office. Fu Nancheng was sitting in his office chair, not reviewing any documents. At this moment, his phone suddenly rang, indicating an incoming call. Mr. Zhang? Nancheng, I'm calling you to thank you for leading the team to the competition and bringing glory to the school. Oh yeah, Zhuxi has something to talk to you about. Did you hear what she said? No, what does she want from me? Why don't you ask her directly? Don't talk about it now. It's been a few days, she should have come back. If she has something to do, why hasn't she come to see me? At this time, Lu Yao walked in. Nancheng, how are you? You are still injured. I don't know why you are in such a hurry to come back. Fu Nancheng looked up. I'm fine now. He refreshed the phone in his hand and muttered, Did I accidentally block her? Lu Yao curled her red lips. Once the news of her marriage to Fu Nancheng was made public, she would return to the throne of the capital's most beloved daughter, and the spotlight that was taken away by Zhuxi would return to her again. Nancheng, our engagement party is coming soon, but my wedding dress is still so ugly. Speaking of CC, Fu Nancheng frowned his handsome brows again. The international top luxury CC is difficult to deal with because he had come into contact with CC's top perfumer King when he was in Yecheng. At that time, he almost saw King's true face. Didn't you say you wanted to find little Buddha, the designer under CC? 1. She disrespected me and rejected me again. I can't believe that the design is the most beautiful dress in the world. I plan to hold a competition and invite all designers to design my wedding dress. Do whatever you want. If you need money, just find a secretary. I want to work. Fu Nancheng had an indifferent expression. After returning from abroad, he was still as usual, without much change, except that the aura around him was colder than usual and no strangers allowed. Close the door. Before Zhuxi could figure out how to find Fu Nancheng, the news of Fu Nancheng and Lu Yao's marriage was made public. Zhuxi saw at home that all the entertainment headlines were competing to report on this grand engagement party, and the TV hosts were reporting it with excitement on their faces. Zhuxi quickly adjusted her mindset and now had to find a way to get close to Fu Nancheng and find out the mystery of her life experience. However, he and Lu Yao were about to get engaged, so it was even more difficult to get close to him. No! I still can't think of a reason to contact him. What if I still have feelings for him? Zhuxi lowered his slender feathers. He was finally going to get engaged to Lu Yao. The news of engagement came so quickly. At this moment, Zhuxi suddenly thought of something. She immediately took out her cell phone and made a call. Lu Yao asked me to design a wedding dress some time ago, right? Yes, Mr. Buddha, but you rejected it directly at that time, so Miss Lu also canceled her order, the other end said respectfully. Zhuxi regretted it. If she had known earlier, she would not have refused. What a careless mouth. At this time, the host continued. Miss Lu announced that Fu Group will hold a wedding dress design competition for the public. The winner will not only receive a huge bonus, but her work will also be worn by her and her fiancé at their engagement party, gaining huge exposure. The competition is currently still in the registration stage, and our reporter will continue to pay attention. Zhuxi blinked. The Fu family was actually going to hold a fashion design competition? It was true that there was always a way out, and an excellent opportunity was already in front of her. She wants to participate in the Fu competition. That's it. Preview next chapter. At this moment, a pair of hands suddenly appeared behind her, pressing against her back and pushing her forward forcefully. Zhuxi didn't stand firmly and rushed out. She broke through the red cordon in front of her and rushed to the center of the hall. She was stunned. At this time, Fu Nancheng just walked over. When she looked up, she met the man's deep and cold, narrow eyes. He raised his eyes and glanced at her calmly. This glance was extremely strange, without all the affection and tenderness of the past. He just looked at her quietly, seeing her embarrassment and awkwardness at the moment. Zhuxi? Damn it. I wanted to get close to Fu Nancheng, but not this close either.